Okay, well, we got £9 left. We can't afford him because I didn't buy it. Right, Antonio, retirement, because there's some things to get in retirement. Arcanas. It doesn't... No, 15 minutes. Yeah, okay, so, you know, less likely to get any half-hour survival things or anything at this one. Do like the projectiles gain bounces. Healing has doubled. Listed weapons also emit special damaging zones. Overall area continuously changes. Listed weapons come with the counterpart. I don't know if any of that does. Just bring all the stage items to me. It's probably useless, but I mean, there are some rings that came out of nowhere. That's death flowers. Let's not die on the death flowers. I don't know if that was that useful. Magic wands. I do like me a magic wands. Right. I don't know what specifically we're trying to kill thousands and thousands of, but you know, there's a lot of plants. It's something on this level we needed to kill a whole bunch of. Now, I'm not going to take the rings and the cloak parts with nothing else, because that would just fill our slots and then we would not be able to get any power-ups and it would be stupid. But once we've got the Fog Lancet, it's very handy to go with that. But we don't want to grab things yet. Gatiamari! Might interact with pickups. Laurel! I will take the Laurel. Laurel lets us do shield to kill death, and then we can also get the other one, which is the Fog Lancet. So, you know, turns out there's reasons to pick up those things now. Big trees are growing. I don't want the knife, honestly. But I won't pick them up till absolutely greed. I know that we've only got 15 minutes and we're not going to evolve anything. But absolute greed insists that I leave it. Like, is this not a special kind of whip? It just says whip. Is it a different whip? Is it not? I don't think it is a special whip. It's not. I think the special whip is probably the one that I was trying to think of. Oh well. Whatever. Okay. I mean, there's nothing on the map, so trying to do anything, right, this will help. Clear off a lot of woods. Trying to hunt things and find specific items. It's not going to happen when there's nothing on the map. Okay, but maybe I might want to get back to that other level with the Arcana. Right, give me the clock lamps there. As unlikely as it is for us to do anything with it and evolve it, but gotta take it. The pot, something that we're killing. I don't even know what we're meant to kill 6,000 of on this level. It seems very unlikely. Whatever it is. Seems very unlikely that we're killing 6,000 of anything. Something injured me? Amongst the trees? Magic wands. It's not very likely at all that we're evolving anything, but I gotta try. This again screams doggo, but what do I know? This level says doggo level. Garlic, sure, why not? Okay, so that should minimize the other stuff that we get. Then we can just get passives, and then I can pick up the cloak bits and everything. For no reason other than greed. Pomarola? It evolves the thing. I mean, that evolves the whip. I feel like maybe that's the sacro whatever. For some reason, I feel like the whip is that. Rather than the buffalo, it can maybe evolve something that we do know. Okay, extra damage is going to be good. You know, why try to evolve something you don't know, making you can evolve something you do know? As for where you're meant to find the knife, I'm at a loss for that. We need the laurel. And if we upgrade the laurel, there's a chance. So mask, that evolves something. There's a chance of things happening. There's a chance of getting the red cloak to evolve. Unlikely. But there's a chance. We've got to chase the chances. You miss 100% of the chances you don't take. So you got to take them. Whip. Okay, so we're chasing the whip. We're chasing the stone mask. Not the stone mask, but whatever. The red cloak. We're chasing it all. With 10 minutes left. So very little chance of evolving things. And, you know, I don't know how many other things even drop chests in this level. Probably nothing. Is there an end of the world that we're trying to find and fall off? No. Not today. Not this time. Turns out there are treasure chests. Ooh, multiple treasure chests. Multiple treasure chests. But I don't know what specifically we're doing. I have one more passive and then I can just pick up all that trash. It says. Right, whip. As much as I don't think the whip's very good, we're trying to evolve it. Trying. Well, whatever. You stood on it now. We don't need so many passives. We don't need them all. It would be greedy to get one more passive. Though we're not. Totally intentional running into that copium it was. Was definitely not deliberate. It was a stupid mistake. And they happen. They happen or not. They happen too often around here. Okay. I'm beholden out for a evolution on the chests. It's probably not even going to happen even if we get everything fully leveled, but we got to try. We have to try for it. Then maybe we kill these guys. Chances are pretty slim, but maybe. You know, they're hanging out with us. They're not that dangerous. We can just run them in circles and they will be fine with it. The Council of Cloaks, they don't care that much. They don't want it enough. They just want to run round in circles and have a nice day. Laurel. You gotta go for the laurel more than anything. And then, you know, we'll try for the whip as well. We might just leave them till like minute 14 or something, because not like evolving them early does a lot. It probably does do something, but it's not the end of the world to leave them and evolve them later. It is most certainly not. Whip. Clock Lancet. The Clock Lancet does also level up, but I don't think we're necessarily getting to that. That's another chest. We've got to open all of those pots when we see them. All them pots. They become treasure. Okay, well, we got 3 chests out there now. No. Saving them. I realized that I ran so far away from these guys that they've delta splitted now. Saving them might not be too advantageous at one point. You know, we're going to pass a point where it's better to just open them. We might be getting pretty close to that. It might be getting pretty close to that. I wanted to pump some of that into them as well because, you know, I want to kill them. Okay. The levels are pretty slow and far between. If we can get one more level in one of these things that I want. All core damage reduced, all base damage 10%. Both are pretty much the same thing. Ouch, excuse me. Both do the same job. Hot. Hot friends. Hot dead. Okay. I mean, if it's kill 6,000 pots, there's got to be some sort of special thing to killing the pots, right? Because otherwise, that's a ridiculous ask. To complete this is kill 6,000 pots. Hot friend is too powerful. Can't kill 6,000 of them, right? Give me one of these. It needs doing. And it gives me a chance to hydrate. Right, so nothing evolved. But the garlic leveled up. And that is handy. Because we're killing things more as we walk into it now. But that kills more of the flowers. Increase enemy speed, higher quantity, that's also health, and that's also health. So I'm going to increase my own max health and not the enemy health, because we want to kill things. I mean, more enemy quantity, maybe it makes up for it, I don't know. On a map like this, I don't necessarily think so, because I think that the flowers are already, you know, kind of a lot as it is. There are a lot of them. I don't want them to be healthier and not die as quick. I want them to die pretty quickly. Okay, flames of burning. That's the whip level. That did not last very long on those guys. Okay, so how many levels have we gone through it? One more level. One more level. One more life, one more day, one more treasure chest, and more hot friends. There's a creepy guy. He dropped a treasure chest. Little creepo. I mean, if you're gonna do that, we've got so many treasure chests now that I should eat a couple of these to get some levels in things. Okay, Whip is ready to go now. Whip is ready to go. Didn't evolve though. Didn't evolve. Yeah, it just needs the normal hearts. I like... Well, I don't like. But it's interesting that it doesn't show me the evolutions in the adventure modes unless I've done them specifically in the adventure modes. You know, in the main game mode, I've already figured out a lot of those evolutions and it would just tell me what they are. In this mode, it's like, haha, I haven't figured them out yet. So we're not going to tell you. I mean, if it just kills 6,000 bushes... You could probably do that. If there's a specific particular type of bush, you can maybe do that. If it's that creepy guy that was hiding in the bush, like, we got one of him. That's not enough. There's a creepy guy in the bush. There's a creepy guy in the bush. Ooh, gave me a tarot card. Reflects enemy damage. Armor also affects the damage. 3 projectile bounces. Healing is doubled. Recovering HP damages enemies. Could be good if we evolve things, but we're not going to. I'm just going to take this. We evolved something! Okay, is it going to evolve the cloak? I mean, we got the things to evolve things. It evolved the whip. Okay, it just didn't want to evolve it at the time, even though we had the stuff. Okay, the bloody tear. So it's not the Sacramento. Not the Sacramentos. Didn't evolve the cape. But I maybe need the cape bits to be fully leveled up for it to evolve the cape. So, you know, it's probably unlikely to happen. Probably unlikely to happen. Give me all the cooldowns. Give me all of the cooldowns. What are we doing? Nobody knows. What are these things? They're big old pillars. They're big old pillars. Right, okay. Everything's gone very purple all of a sudden. Very, very, very purple. Maybe we can kill these things at least. Right, we've got 3 minutes left. Nothing's very likely to happen in any sort of sense, is it? We have been just hanging around the middle. We haven't triggered any sort of special things. Give me more damage, because more damage is always good. But we did evolve the whip, but it just wasn't the Sacramento. Didn't evolve the things. Okay, I'm doing that the wrong way, unfortunately. I'm trying to influence the whips things, but I'm making... There we go. That was all in the right direction. It's hard to run away from them and have the whip sort of wiggle to all of the hits land behind them. You gotta do very, very awkward timings. Okay, there's millions of these dudes. These dudes that we might need to kill 6,000 of. I'm gonna try and eat as many of them as possible, because 6,000 ain't happening, is it? Let's face it. Let's face it. Not anytime soon. That's a ridiculous challenge to ask. Very ridiculous. But you can wiggle the whip to make it all the hits behind, or all in one direction, if you're powerful enough. Behind is harder than making them all land forward, you know, because you have to, especially running away, you have to wiggle exactly when the various hits are. We did get one that it lands in all directions on them, but only one. Only one, because it's very tough to do whilst running away, as stated. Okay. The flames are dangerous game to play when everything's frozen. When everything is frozen, they're a very dangerous game to play. All of them were on them then, you see? I can do it. I can do it. 7 times in a row. We got a few of them. We've got one. We got one. Killed one. Breeds. Not that we want the eggs, because it's just for this mode, but breeds. Adverts. Sorry for the adverts. I appreciate you and all adverts, you know, to help fund the games and, you know, the channel. So every way of funding the channel is appreciated. More pots by death. Death is not hurting us. He says. It's because we got a laurel. Right, of course. And then all of the laurel bits ran out. Well, we lasted a while. Defeat 3,000 Mussolini in retirement. We did it. They must have been trees and moss creatures. Maybe everything's Mussolini, I don't know. Because there's no way of seeing what particular enemies you kill more of. Right? The bloody tear did the most DPS, but the whip did the most damage just purely because we had it the longest. Purely for that reason.